My message to the new generation is to, I think most people want to try and have an impact on the world, right? And we can do that in lots of different ways. And we want the world, we want to feel like we're making the world better, particularly when we work really hard, right? And I think that this is a field when whether it's you're a physician or a basic scientist or a clinician or behavioral researcher or psychologist, I think working with these families is incredibly rewarding because we're really helping them to have better lives for themselves and for children. And I know for me, I think about the fact that these families deserve more, and certainly in this country, they deserve more than we're giving them right now. And I think that having a commitment to help these families, all families affected by these particular challenges, I think it's worthwhile. There are lots of ways to do it. It's interesting, and there are lots of possibilities right now. In terms of artificial intelligence, I think that's really consistent with what we talked a little bit about in terms of technology. I think it's a wonderful tool to help us analyze large amounts of data or to discern patterns that maybe we as observers can't detect. And just as one example, my colleague here at the Mind Institute, Sally Ozanoff, is using artificial intelligence to basically to help analyze video recordings of interactions between babies and their parents, looking at things like where they look, how long they look to the face, and detecting kind of patterns of eye gaze, and doing that through essentially artificial intelligence, through kind of machine learning. And that can really help as a way of kind of looking for unusual patterns that might later on predict who has symptoms of autism. And so I think using technology to do things we can't do through artificial intelligence, I think that's really, that's one example, but I think certainly also looking at large amounts of data to discern correlations that could map onto particular genes and things like that. I think artificial intelligence will help us there. Again, as we talked about, just think about if you're interested in computers, you could combine your interest in computers with developing new algorithms to come up with ways of diagnosing conditions much sooner and helping families sooner. So I think that there are so many ways to come into this field to help families. I think it's a privilege to do what we do, and the families are so grateful. It's really, really